Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. Sailor, he's going to do his part. Acquired another 6,556 Bitcoin. This guy has like endless money. Like, he seems like he has Google money or Microsoft money or Apple money. Like every single month, not even like every 2 weeks, he's pulling out like $500 million. I know where he's getting it from, but then I don't know where he's getting it from. Like, is he really raising that much money all the time? But he has just purchased another $500 million. He is now holding 538,000 Bitcoin. He holds $36.47 billion of Bitcoin. Average price is $67,766. It's a crazy amount, and he will never stop, and he will keep on going. And it's not just him. I mean, he's doing his part. He's acquiring just enormous amount, right? But man, just look at this too. It's not just him. Like, look at the institutions, 13,000 institutions, 814,000 retail accounts that hold MicroStrategy. So they also are part of this. They believe in the cause. They are Bitcoiners in a sense, okay? And none of this would have happened without Sailor. And none of this existed in previous cycles. I mean, obviously Sailor came in 2020, but still, it wasn't like this even in the previous cycle. No one knew if Michael Saylor was doing the right thing, if MicroStrategy was going to survive. You know, after 2021, 2022 hit, everyone thought MicroStrategy was going to go bankrupt, that he was a fool and everything. He proved them all wrong when we came back in 2024, and that's when MicroStrategy really blew up, and that's how all these people realized that, hey, he has something, right? He started a movement, and everyone started coming back in. So it's not just him. There are a lot of people that are starting to believe, right? And he has made other companies like Metaplanet, aka like MicroStrategy of Japan, who just purchased another 330 Bitcoin, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's $28 million worth. They have 4,855. Again, that doesn't sound like a lot. That's over $400 million of the Bitcoin. Even though that's less than what Sailor just purchased now. But again, I think we become accustomed to like these large numbers. But for a gaming company out of Japan to now have $400 million worth of Bitcoin in their reserve, that's no small feat. They only started acquiring a year ago, and they haven't been acquiring when Bitcoin was like sub 10,000. They started acquiring, I don't know, like when Bitcoin was 50, 60,000, much harder. It's kind of crazy. So again, there's a movement. This is why Bitcoin is strong this cycle and will become stronger as we move forward, and it will never stop. More and more people are starting to realize that this is the greatest asset to hold. That's why the price is higher every single cycle. It's just really that simple. Whales continue to buy, the ones that understand. $4.7 billion worth of Bitcoin in a month, including a lot yesterday, to move Bitcoin up $2,000 like this, okay? Like this. That takes a lot. That takes a lot of money to do. I mean, you could go on Binance, you could go on Coinbase and throw $10 million at Bitcoin, and it doesn't move the needle at all. I can't even fathom how much money you need to put in on the spot market to make it go up 2,000 and stay there at 2,000. Because even if you make one exchange deviate from the order books of other exchanges, eventually they balance out. So to permanently drive the market up by $2,000, like how much was actually put? Like $1 billion in the spot market within an hour? I can't even fathom how much was put. I really don't know. But it was a lot last night. It was a lot. Someone realized, hey, I need to put my money somewhere else. I can't hold USD. I got to hold something better like Bitcoin. That's exactly what happened. Exchanges, supply of Bitcoin continues to plummet. You can see it's still going down. It's not heading back up. That will be the trend. It's just like real estate, like hot real estate. It's not going to become more plentiful. It's only going to get more scarce, right? Like cities, big cities around the world. Does real estate in Tokyo or New York or, I don't know, Beijing or anywhere, London, does real estate get cheaper in those cities? No, because there's only so much land and they only get more expensive, right? Just like Bitcoin, there's only so much out there and there's more people coming in. It's only going to get more expensive. It's becoming more scarce over time. And you're not going to see this go up like before anymore. It just keeps on dropping more and more so every single year. And here's quite interesting. I don't know if I quite believe this because I think we were a little bit higher. But at the beginning of March, when all the tariffs were officially announced, right? The blanket 10% tariff, tariff against China, against the EU, against Canada, Mexico, and all that stuff. Bitcoin obviously tanked. But now that we're back to 87, we have completely come back to a V-shaped recovery. However, you could argue that obviously we started coming down from January, so we're not quite there yet. But hey, once we get back to 100K, it's like this never happened, right? I've been saying we have seen periods like this many, many, many times in the past. It's not like this is new. There's always scary things that happen every single cycle. And then we get past it. Bitcoin just gets through it and no one remembers. You zoom out and you see all the dips that's happened along the way and no one remembers why they happened. But they did. There's always a reason. There's always a reason. And here's the last thing I'll say. Now that we have broken out, what's the next target? Well, the next target is 89,000. So if all things continue the way they're going, if this week, we also have some earnings this week. And we have I mentioned yesterday, we have a big options and futures expiration at Friday. But if things continue the way they're going, and we still continue to build this momentum, next stop is 90,000.